and gentlemen, today the Modi government has fired a big reform salvo, introducing a new law to guarantee employment for India's rural population. Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan calls it a major upgrade, a law meant to replace Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, a scheme that has existed for nearly 2 decades. The new legislation guarantees 125 days of wage employment every year to rural households, upgraded from its earlier 100 days, and aims to fix structural flaws, strengthen planning, improve transparency, and enforce accountability on states by increasing their fiscal share to 40%. In line with the Modi government's Viksit Bharat vision, the law has been named the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission, VBGRAMG in short. But even before there could be a debate on what the law actually does, the opposition has erupted over what the law is called. The acronym RAM or RAM has triggered a political meltdown. The opposition says it is an insult to Mahatma Gandhi's legacy, but Shivraj Singh Chauhan insisted the policy is meant to establish Ram Rajya. Listen in.
पता नहीं क्यों जी राम जी नाम आ गया तो ये भड़क गए। महात्मा गांधी स्वयं राम राज्य की स्थापना की बात करते थे और उनके अंतिम शब्द भी हे राम थे। ये पूरा बिल महात्मा गांधी जी की भावनाओं के अनुरूप है, राम राज्य की स्थापना के लिए है। इसके पहले कई रोजगार योजना आई। एक योजना का नाम था जवाहर रोजगार योजना, बाद में कांग्रेस ने जवाहर रोजगार योजना का नाम बदल दिया। तो क्या पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी का अपमान हो गया?
The centre may insist that renaming does not amount to disrespect, but that logic is finding no takers in the opposition. Led by the Congress, the opposition has launched an all-out assault, objecting fiercely to the removal of Mahatma Gandhi's name. They claim it is a deliberate attempt to erase Bapu's legacy and dilute workers' rights. The Congress is calling it a BJP-RSS conspiracy and has gone a step further, redefining the acronym itself. For them, the G in the GRAMG stands for Godse, and the BJP, they say, are actually Godse Bhakt.
हर योजना का नाम बदलने की जो सनक है ये समझ में नहीं आती है सर। जब ये किया जाता है, जब ये किया जाता है तो सरकार केंद्र को पैसे खर्चने पड़ते हैं।
Honorable Minister Shivraj Chauhan ji, your name will be remembered, the minister who removed the father of the nation's name.
शहरां दे नाम बदलते मुल्क ਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਾਮ ਰਹਿ ਗਿਆ ਇੱਕ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਡਰ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਇਹਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਦੀਨ ਦਿਆਲ ਉਪਾਧਿਆय ਨਗਰ ਰੱਖ ਦੇਣਾ।
राष्ट्रपिता महात्मा गांधी जी का नाम बदल करके प्रभु श्री राम के नाम पे कर रहे हो। अरे प्रभु श्री राम का जो रास्ता था उस पे कैसे चलोगे? उससे किसान को कैसे लाभ होगा?
इट्स ए वेरी सीरियस इंसल्ट टू द मेमोरी ऑफ महात्मा गांधी नंबर 1। दिस इज जी राम मतलब गोडसे राम।
अभी ये बीजेपी लोग प्रूव कर दिया ये वो लोग नाथुराम गोडसे का ही आदमी है और किसी का आदमी नहीं है।
Sources have told Times Now that for now the naming Rao, the Prime Minister told his cabinet that there is no controversy as names evolve with time. According to sources, Prime Minister also stressed that both Mahatma Gandhi and Lord Ram were revered as well as respected. But let me, viewers, also remind you what the Prime Minister had said about the scheme 10 years ago. Listen in.
मेरी राजनीतिक सूझबूझ कहती है कि मनरेगा कभी बंद मत करो। मैं ऐसी गलती नहीं कर सकता हूं क्योंकि मनरेगा आपकी विफलताओं का जीता जागता स्मारक है। आजादी के 60 साल के बाद आपको लोगों को गड्ढे खोदने के लिए भेजना पड़ा। ये आपकी विफलताओं का स्मारक है और मैं गाजे बाजे के साथ इस स्मारक का ढोल पीटता रहूंगा।
There you heard the Prime Minister highlighting the failures of governments in the past failing to work for the poor. Now they are busy squabbling over names of policies. But here is what really matters. The delivery. The data tells its own story. According to the World Bank, under the Modi Sarkar, 171 million Indians have been lifted out of extreme poverty. In just over a decade, extreme poverty fell from 16.2% in 2011-12 to 2.3% in 2022-23. That's not all. Overall poverty reduction is even sharper. 378 million people have moved out of extreme poverty. Rural poverty has dropped from 69% to 32.5%. Urban poverty has nearly halved from 43.5% to 17.2%. On the job front, the trend is improving. Urban unemployment has fallen to 6.6% in Q1 FY 24-25, the lowest since 2017-2018. On agriculture, the government says the budget has increased fivefold in 2025-26 compared to 2013-14. And on food security, 81 crore Indians are receiving free food grains under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana. These are not slogans, viewers. These are statistics. So should one focus on the names or on the work that is getting done? And even if we were to really focus on rebranding, names of schemes have been changed even by Congress governments in the past. In 2018 in Rajasthan, the Congress government renamed the Annapurna Yojana, rebranding it as the Indra Rasoi Yojana. A year later, in 2019, the Congress government in Chhattisgarh followed suit. The Pandit Deen Dayal Swalamban Yojana was renamed the Rajiv Gandhi Swalamban Yojana. The Pandit Deen Dayal Ajivika Kendra Yojana became Rajiv Gandhi Ajivika Kendra Yojana. The Pandit Deen Dayal LED Path Prakash Yojana was rechristened Priyadarshini LED Path Prakash Yojana. Only names being changed and so on and so forth. Notice how schemes were named after the Gandhi clan always. So, when the opposition today accuses the center of politicizing welfare through renaming, the question actually stands: if renaming was acceptable then, why is it sacrilege now? So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings me to the Motorola legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. What is that really matters, naam or kaam? That's the question, and that's the debate on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate, Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, senior fellow at the IPCS, Faizan Kidwai, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Tausif Rahman, national spokesperson of the Trinamool Congress, A. Sarvanan, national spokesperson of the DMK. Welcome to the show. Welcoming you after a very long time. But my first question goes to Ashwini Kumar Mishra, leader of the Congress Party. And Ashwini Kumar Mishra, my question to you is, what's in a name? Please see the objectives, the goals of the scheme. Why do you have an allergy to the word G? G Ram G. Suddenly Godse yaad aa jate hain aapko. Sawal ye hai कि if there is a scheme that has been brought in, should you be judging it on the content? Or before you see the content, before you debate the content, before you understand how this will try to stop migration of rural workers from villages to cities, something that you have been demanding for a long time, why should you just jump on the name?
Navika ji, good evening to your viewers. And RAM is an acronym, but not in the name. And I am a computer engineer. For us, RAM means random access memory. And if they really like the RAM word, I think they should also change BJP to RAM, which is Rashtriya Andh Bhakt Morcha. Because what I feel is they are epitome of failures. their Make in India is failed, their women's safety is failed, their Swachh Bharat is failed, their Namami Gange is failed, their pollution control is failed, their demonetization is failed, their inflation control is failed, their 100 smart cities is failed, their corruption control is failed, their bullet train is failed. Look at the dollar. Modi ji used to say dollar cannot fall like that. It is standing at 91, and some people are explaining the benefits of dollar's rise. So BJP has been the epitome of failures. They can't do anything new, so they have to change the name so that people should not remember that this scheme was created by a UPA government. And look at the benefits they are telling. UPA brought in a scheme where 100 days guarantees was given for an employment. Now they are telling we will do 125 days. But how? We will put 40% burden on the state government. That means this government will take only 60% burden.
नाम बहुत कमाना है, पैसा नहीं निकालना है. That is the agenda. नाम बहुत कमाना है. But since you spoke about random access memory, let me access your memory.
The problem is they are reducing their.
Let me access your memory and play out. जवाहर से आपको नाम अच्छा नहीं लगता चेंज करना, तो जवाहर रोजगार योजना से बदला क्यों था? Why did you make it मनरेगा? But मनरेगा जब था तो राहुल गांधी क्या कह रहे थे? Please listen to this soundbite of Rahul Gandhi from 2016.
प्रधानमंत्री यहां खड़े होते हैं, कहते हैं नारेगा जैसी बेकार योजना मैंने कभी नहीं देखी. नारेगा, मनरेगा, मनरेगा, महात्मा गांधी योजना.
खुद को तो याद नहीं था तुहिन सिन्हा जी. नारेगा बोल रहे थे, फिर मनरेगा बाहर से प्रॉम्प्ट किया. अब गांधी जी के नाम जाने से बड़ी दिक्कत है.
Good evening, Navika ji. Good evening, everybody. You know, there are two problems with this Congress party. Number one, it has a fundamental apathy, a sort of allergy towards Ram. And number two, you know, it lives in a time warp. So in 2025, it wants to imagine, you know, the India of 2004. Now, why? One needs to understand it's one of the biggest structural reforms. While we retain the provisions, the legal right to work and unemployment allowance, you know, what the changes bring is predictability, planning and enforceability. Now, you know, why was this required? Because India has transformed extensively in the last 20 years. You have provided the data, which Rahul Gandhi per se is not able to accept. And of course, you know, when it comes to nomenclature, there are 422 institutes, roads across the country which has been named after the Gandhi family, but barely 5% of that number on Mahatma Gandhi. So this false pretense of being kind to Mahatma Gandhi, when we say Ram was an integral part of Mahatma Gandhi's existence. You know, Mahatma Gandhi lived for Ram Rajya, and you know, with the kind. And at the end, you know, you need to also understand what the scheme is going to do by streamlining the whole, the four core areas from here, whether it is water-related works, core rural infra, livelihood-related infra, or special work of mitigating extreme weather. What it will eventually do is optimize the efficacy of the scheme. The Congress never optimized the efficacy of these schemes. The Congress always encouraged leakages. No, because you are streamlining it into areas which were needed. At the end of the day, when you have a problem with the center, you know, asking states to cough in a little bit extra, please understand that 70% of the states today have NDA governments. If NDA state governments don't have a problem, why would you have a problem? Because obviously you don't want to take ownership. You don't want these schemes to perform. You wanted them to be the hub of leakages, like most of the social welfare schemes were in that era. You don't want 100% digital payments. You don't want geotagging of every location where the scheme, you know, is generating, you know, unemployment provision. You don't want that leakage to be tapped. You don't want the efficacy to be increased. That is your problem, essentially.
What is the problem with accountability and transparency? And that is the question I want to ask Tausif Bhai. Tausif Bhai, if the scheme is an upgrade, if it gives greater employment and brings in transparency and accountability, because because studies have suggested 19 districts of West Bengal were found to have non-existent works, rule violations and fund misuse, which created this big controversy and a logjam between the state government and the center. Now, if the new scheme, we start afresh, and in this new scheme, we bring in accountability and transparency, where is the problem?
नविका जी नमस्कार। नविका जी ऐसा है ना, ताकत जताना है, नाम बस एक बहाना है, इसके आगे कुछ नहीं। The controversies will come. Are they on papers? दिखाइए ना, ले चलिए ना सुप्रीम कोर्ट बंगाल को, बंगाल की जनता को ले चलिए ना, सरकार को ले चलिए ना सुप्रीम कोर्ट। That's not a problem. But renaming Manrega is a direct assault on Mahatma Gandhi's legacy. I mean, I was hearing to him ji, it was such a great speech. But again, no mudda. बढ़ाना तो है, करना तो है. Where are the schemes? Where are the money? What is the audit report? Nothing. We will get nothing. The BJP's attempt to erase Mahatma Gandhi's name from the world's largest rural employment program is nothing but a shot of sacrilege. Manrega is rooted in Gandhiji's vision of Gram Swaraj, the dignity of labor. Stripping his name from the act, I repeat myself, stripping his name from the act is not administrative reform, but it's ideological vandalism. Navika ji, the Prime Minister speak of cooperative federalism and working together with all states, isn't it? But the reality in Bengal tells a very different story. You have a different story. Because आपको मिला होगा, आपने कह दिया, आप तो neutral है, ठीक है ना? But the taxes collected from Bengal are taken away. Yet the center has refused to release Bengal's rightful arrears, including funds for 100 days work, despite the schemes being implemented on the ground. In contrast, Navika ji, मुझे please बोलने दीजिए. In contrast, Mamata Banerjee has ensured that rupees 37,000 crore has been paid to 59 lakh job card holders. बदलिए नाम, दिखाइए आप कितने ताकतवर हैं, मगर काम का हिसाब किताब दे दीजिए ना. आपके शो में मैंने 4 बार बोल दिया है, वर्क चार्ट, वर्क चार्ट, वर्क चार्ट. ले आइए 2014 से पहले वर्क चार्ट, 2014 के बाद का वर्क चार्ट, मांग लीजिए तृणमूल कांग्रेस से वर्क चार्ट. कल तौसीफ रहमान लाके देगा, अभिषेक बंदोपाध्याय मुंह पे लाके देगा, और तुहिन शर्मा को चैलेंज कर रहा हूं मैं. लेके आओ वर्क चार्ट. कहां गया ग्राम आवास योजना, कहां गया स्वच्छ भारत, कहां गया शौचालय? 35,000 करोड़ का बजट.
Impassioned defense of Bengal. Questions to you, Tuhin Sinha, please respond.
You know, first of all, when they say that Gandhi's idea was, empowered villages, that is exactly what they could not achieve before 2014. Do you know how many kilometers of rural roads have been constructed from 2014 onwards? 4 lakh kilometers. And do you know the total number of, rural roads connected before 2014? 1 lakh kilometers. So that is the way we have connected rural India. And because of this connectivity, now there needs to be diversity in the employment generation, in the unemployment allowance also, which is why we have streamlined 4 specific areas which will lead to asset creation. You don't want that. This is the fundamental problem of TMC. When they talk about rural employment, they have a problem with asset creation, value addition in rural areas. They just want to beat around the bush and encourage leakages in the system, which will keep the poor deprived. This is the reality of the opposition.
Get us the parliamentary report. तुहिन जी, हाथ जोड़कर बोल रहा हूं, parliamentary report दिखा दीजिए ना. What we have done 4 lakh.
पार्लियामेंट में आप
नविका कुमार के शो में दिखाइए.
So Tausif bhai, that is my point. That is my point. Why does the opposition not drag the BJP into debating the issue? Why are you stuck opposing the name? Because you're not going beyond the name right now. Your objection is that the bill should be taken back, not because you have a problem. You can move amendments for the changes that you desire, debate it on the ground, there can be voting. But Mr. Saravanan, my question to you is, you're not going into the content at all. You are stuck on the name change, and the name change is a political brownie point scoring match that is going on. They will not focus on solving issues of pollution. They will not solve issues of issues that affect common man, and you will not go beyond your rhetoric. How does the common man really benefit from all of this if both sides are involved only in a rhetoric fight?
See, The common man is never ever benefited by the BJP government. The BJP government is anathema to the common man. That is how they have conducted their governance in the last 11 years, and that is how they are going to proceed further. And this bill, this modification of this Maganrega bill is also a classic example how they are diluting, how they want to finish away this scheme. See, the question is this: why does the BJP and the RSS hate Mahatma Gandhi so much? Because there is a fundamental difference from the BJP RSS ideology and what Mahatma Gandhi preached. Mahatma Gandhi preached Hindu-Muslim unity. But the BJP and the RSS thrive on the division between Hindus and Muslims. So it is only natural that the BJP has so much of hatred towards Mahatma Gandhi. They want to do away with the idea of Mahatma Gandhi in whatever way possible, and they have started here with this. What's wrong? What's wrong in just having his name? How the BJP is going to be affected by this? What are they going to achieve by taking away Mahatma Gandhi's name? And the duplicity. Everywhere the BJP's duplicity is exposed in India, they will say they will revere Veer Savarkar, they will revere Nathuram Godse. But when you go abroad, the Prime Minister has no choice. He has to go tribute to Mahatma Gandhi, whether in Tokyo or in Washington DC. That is the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi. From Trump to Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, all of them had been vocal supporters of Gandhiji's ahimsa. But why the BJP wants to do away with this name? This is not just about the name. There is so much of ideology behind this name. There is so much of reasons behind that name. When the BJP does that, they does that with an ill motive. This is on the name. And another aspect is
your problem
bill,
just with the name, or is your problem also ideological, Tuhin Sinha? What is Mr. Sarvanand's problem?
Mr. Sarvanand does not know about Gandhi. Gandhi said cleanliness is godliness. For 64 years, we saw that, sanitation cover of India was 39%. We actually implemented it by making Swachhata a mission. So they talk about Gandhi without realizing the core essence of Gandhi. Gandhi stood for Ram Rajya. We have, with 40 lakh crore distributed directly, through DBT and put right into the hands of, we have utilized technology to empower the poor, which is something they don't understand. So we have, in a fair sense, we have lived up to the ideals of Gandhi. Like I mentioned, Gandhi lives in our hearts. And when we say Ram was integral to Gandhi's existence. So, I think it's a non-issue. They should really be more concerned that
Abhijit Iyer Mitra, non-issue being made into a huge issue. Is this really about politics, or is there anybody who's interested on what the details of the scheme are? Abhijit, can you hear me?
Look, the only detail that concerns me, sorry, I didn't realize it was directed to me. The only detail that concerns me is the fact that before, the main reason the MNREGA was brought in was to provide some kind of minimum rural employment and to look after seasonal unemployment that was quite endemic in rural India because of harvest season, there was no job to be had. Today, this new scheme that comes out addresses that. What had happened during the last scheme was, because it gave employment throughout, even when employment was available, it was taking away from harvesting, which had significantly increased prices of harvesting. Now that is going to go, because the 60 off days during harvest season mean that people who want employment during that period have to do farming work. So it's actually going back to farming. It is actually paying tribute to Mohandas Karamchand's view of, India being an agglomeration of its villages, working collectively with the people, etc., etc., etc. Now, when it comes to the sheer facetiousness of name changes, there is not one road in Delhi, Navika, which didn't have its name changed within the first 10 years of the Congress coming to power. Guess what? Lodi Gardens was not known as Lodi Gardens. Amrita Shergill Marg was not known as Amrita Shergill Marg. The Rashtrapati Bhavan was not known as Rashtrapati Bhavan, etc., etc. All of these were built by the British. Did they change the names? Yes, they did. So give me a break. Is there any rule that says you can't change the name? No. Is there any rule that says if you change the name, you're showing disrespect? No. I in fact challenge them to show me where it is written that changing a name equals disrespect. Kuch nahi. I feel like it, therefore I am. You know, this is like me self-identifying depending on the time of the day as a raccoon or a polar bear or as a female polar bear on a beach in Hawaii. This is the same. This is wokery applied to the political sphere. I had expected to hear higher level conversations than, you know, Kim Kardashian level intellect, self-identifying as whatever. This is an insult. This is not an insult. ये कुछ होता है? Please show me where it is said that changing a name equals insult. This is a new scheme. Why does every scheme have to be named after Mohandas Karamchand? Is there a rule? No. Then what are we? But that said, can I tell you, I'm enjoying myself thoroughly because the meltdown that these people see, it is, you know, it is schizophrenic pathology that we're seeing out here, where they see Godse in everything. Tomorrow, even the alphabet G, the Congress will want to ban, and the India Alliance will want to ban because G for Godse. I think we should make it compulsory in NCERT, CBSE, Tamil Nadu State Board, Andhra State Board. A for apple, B for bat, G for Godse. Then that meltdown will be
absolutely, you know, and I would insist that we call Mahatma Gandhi as he has been called. But Faizan Kidwai, the question is, every time the word G comes, you remember Godse. Is that even fair? Is that even fair to even begin to, you know, G Ram G scheme, if that's the abbreviation? Ram se problem, G se problem. You know, you have a problem for every solution. The issue here is, why are we not debating the content? Why are we not debating whether it is improving the issue of the rural workers, whether it provides better employment, whether it takes care of the migration issue, whether it brings in more transparency, more accountability? All of these issues are issues that should be debated. But what are we seeing? We are seeing ho halla in parliament, and we are seeing banners and posters and slogans being shouted outside. I want to ask you, merit of the bill is important or name of the bill? Which of these two choices will you choose?
Navika, good evening to you and to the fellow panelists. Of course, it's the bill which is important. Name, it's because Bharatiya Janata Party loves this game of changing names. This is their tool to confuse, deceive, divide and humiliate citizens of this country and divert the attention from their failures. But Samajwadi Party will constantly keep asking pertinent questions. And since Tuhin was talking about how they respect Mahatma Gandhi so much, so I hope you would remove Anil Soumita, who says he's a father of Pakistan, and Anil Vij and Pragya Thakur. All these people are in BJP. So this reeks of hypocrisy. Tuhin, you people have been disrespecting Gandhiji for a very long time, and you have this undying love for this Godse terrorist, and that's a known fact. So, but here, since Navika, you want me to debate on the content of the bill, I would want to draw your attention, Navika, that unlike Manrega, which helped the poor in making a good earning a good livelihood, this current bill is going to totally destroy whatever good was happening in their life, because this comes with a lot of riders. There are a lot of technical things that have been included. There'll be biometrics, there'll be AI monitoring and all these things. People from rural India are not equipped to do that, Navika. The education level, the level of education is very low in the rural India, and they will unfortunately suffer. And plus, since the present government is hell-bent in bringing this law, I would request you to first of all see what Mr. Modi said. Even it was played on before the debate started. Mr. Modi was speaking ill about Manrega. He said this is a living monument of UPA's failure, and I'll continue with it. But it was your own government which exposed his hypocrisy. Your government data said it was great success. The Economic Times report said it created 2,923 crore person days of employment and 8.07 crore of rural assets. Then why do you want to change it if everything is going right? Out of the 100 days which were promised under this scheme, Mr. Modi was only able to provide an average of 35 days to 13 crore people who have been enrolled. So now you're talking about 125 days. So this is a new jumla. And what about the wage rate? The earlier wage rate was around 250 to 70. So I think whenever this bill comes, so you people will tell what the wages you people are going to give.
But
to
you
the
didn't
people
debate
under
that.
the scheme.
But you didn't debate that. You did not demand accountability. And from the reasons that you have given, I see basic opposition to that accountability. My friend, your party and many other opposition parties said digital payments hongi nahi. Many parties said COVID ka vaccination ho hi nahi sakta. But it happened. Digital payments. India, probably the second largest country where digital payments are happening. And they are happening on the roadside with roadside, people who are having their shops on the roadsides. If they can adapt to digital payments, why should biometrics be a problem? Are they finding a problem for every solution to himself?
They are habitual naysayers today. You know, their own personal frustration over their unending defeats is such that they can't imagine a transformation of a scheme. You know, at the end of the day, why do we need this transformation? Because like Faizan himself said, the efficacy of the schemes was going down. We needed to revisit it. We needed to invigorate it. And that is precisely what we have done. They have a problem with that also. You know, he has a very snobbish attitude. He's saying that poor people are not equipped to handle AI and technology, like you yourself mentioned. At one point of time, Jairam Ramesh and P. Chidambaram had mocked it. Today, it had mocked UPI. Today, UPI is the biggest success story, one of the biggest success stories in India. But let me not mince words today. You know, those who unleash fiscal anarchy in their respective states, whether it is Karnataka, whether it is Himachal, or whether it is Telangana, will have a problem with Viksit Bharat. The problem is the name Viksit Bharat. Those who, fantasize about eradicating Sanatan, equate Sanatan with dengue and mosquito, will have a problem with Ram. And Viksit Bharat and Ram is a deadly combination for this opposition. They cannot digest this.
Well, people of India are writing in, our viewers are writing in, your voice on the news are coming to you, Faizan. Sanskriti 1949 says, beneficiaries don't know the scheme's name. They care only about the benefits. Anil Kumar says, naam mein kuch nahi rakha hai. Always kaam bada hai naam se. Also, Garmond 3531 says, Congress has a mindless objection to everything. Srinidhi says, million things named after Mahatma, nothing wrong in renaming one. And the fact is that this scheme lived in its form as Manrega for 11 years of this government. How then can this scheme be called a scheme that insults Mahatma Gandhi? I want to ask you, Tausif bhai, how does it? 11 saal Mahatma Gandhi ka naam raha.
So even if it's 11 years or 100 years or whatsoever, Narika ji, just explain me something by changing the name, as you said, but I say what, it's a very different ideology. What's there in the name, it's all in the chair, right? So अगर नाम में कुछ नहीं है, तो आप बदलना क्या है? आप तरक्की करिए.
Accountability. The features of the scheme. This scheme's now, after 20 years, you will believe that the world has changed. Why should schemes not change? Why should they not look at new realities in rural areas?
Okay, so Tuhin ji was talking about Viksit Bharat. I'll just take 30 seconds, Narika ji. By pushing the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission, Gramin Bill, also known as G Ramji Bill. So, ho kya raha hai? People should know the BJP is trying to override a rights-based program with a hollow slogan. Slogan mein kuch nahi rakha hai. Again, no proof. Kya kiya aapne 10 saal mein, 15 saal mein. Earlier, the government had indicated that the scheme might be renamed. Kya hoga naam uska? Pujya Bapu Gramin Rozgar Yojana. बताइए, फिर वही नाम which at least retained a symbolic reference to Gandhi ji. Now the BJP is attempting to remove him altogether. So, okay, tarakki karna hai kariye, aage badhna hai badhiye. So if the phrase comes, what's there in the name, it's all in the chair. So if my Viksit Pradhan Mantri, माननीय श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी अगर इतना काम कर रहे हैं, तो भैया ये अल्लाह नगर, इलाहाबाद, ईश्वरचंद, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Let's work together.
सर जिनके साथ अलायंस में है ना, उनसे भी कभी पूछ लिया करिए. अशोक गहलोत ने कितनी स्कीम्स का नाम बदला, कितनी स्कीम्स का नाम छत्तीसगढ़ में कांग्रेस सरकारों ने बदला. I read them out for you, for just to remind you, but you will not question those, Faizan Kidwai. The only question is, and the only memory is G for Godse.
No, it's not about Godse. As I was questioning Tuhin, he didn't answer about even one of the points that I raised. So now, Tuhin, I'm asking you again. Manrega was a demand-driven supply, which is a very logical thing to do. That you make according to the demand, you make the arrangements for it. But this scheme, it will be for the first time that a supply is going to accommodate the demand in every state. As per the Hindu report, I was reading the section 5, subsection 1 of this bill. It says that not only the center has the power to allocate funds, but it will also notify the rural areas where the scheme will be implemented. Why are you going to do this?
Exactly the point that you should have raised in Parliament, my friend. The news is asking you that question. Abhijit Iyer Mitra, Faizan Kidwai just proved a point. He just proved the point that I made. They didn't debate the bill. They have a problem with the name because everything is in a name. मुझे बता दीजिए, India Alliance का full form क्या है? India का full form क्या है? In the India Alliance, please tell me what does India stand for in the India Alliance?
Navika, would you please let me first ask certain questions to Bharatiya Janata Party?
I'm asking you, sir, what does India stand for in the India Alliance?
Navika, would you just let me please?
Google मत करिए. India Alliance में what does India stand for?
National.
बोलिए.
बता तो दिया आपको.
क्या?
National.
India. National.
Indian. क्या इंडिया अलायंस का पूछेंगे ना?
हाँ जी.
हाँ तो बता तो दिया आपको. इंडियन नेशनल डेवलपमेंटल इंक्लूसिव अलायंस.
गूगल हो गया.
अरे तो गूगल क्यों हो गया? अरे
40 सेकंड लेटर. अभिजीत अय्यर मित्रा, last word to you.
Navika ji, this is not fair. You did not give me a chance.
He said Abhijit, not Ashwini. भाई मेरे को तो बोलने दो.
Allow me to at least.
Let's see if he
in America, there is Trump derangement syndrome, Navika. I think in India right now we have Modi derangement syndrome. It has been there for a long time. And their willingness to see GE as Godse in everything. Garam masala is actually Godse masala. Did you know that G in it is actually an RSS conspiracy? Gandhi, the name itself is a RSS conspiracy. It is actually Godse Andhi that became Gandhi. So Garam Masala, Godse, these are all RSS conspiracies.
Well, really, that is the simplistic explanation for it. And we did a little survey. Our survey, Manrega now G Ramji scheme, is renaming a problem. Yes, say 30% of the people, but no, say 70% of the people. Clearly, people believe, get on, guys. Talk about issues. Names? Well, what's in a name? A rose is a rose. Just the scent defines it. But here, we are embroiled in who's renaming, what does G stand for. Clearly, not something that engages with people. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1.